What's happening, guys? Back at you with another video, and in this video I'm going to be giving my thoughts on Wonder Woman 1984. Basically I recently saw the movie, so I'm going to give my thoughts on it in this video, give a review of it. I try to keep it as spoiler free as possible, but I don't know, we'll see how far I can get with that. So basically, whenever I was watching it, I was excited for this movie. I really was. Due to the delays and all that stuff, I was still excited to watch this movie. It wasn't bad. I wouldn't say it was like super great, but it wasn't bad either. It's kind of good, kind of down the middle for me. Pretty much at this point, like watching this movie and just thinking back to previous DC EU movies, continuity, you could pretty much throw it out the window at this point. Um, like it was mentioned in Batman v Superman, how Wonder Woman, like she fought in World War I, and then after that she pretty much disappeared for nearly 100 years, right? It was mentioned that was mentioned in Batman v Superman. It was like her whole introduction and stuff like that. Whenever she came out in Batman v Superman, and that was her whole introduction. She was in World War I. There was evidence that she was in World War I. She disappeared for nearly 100 years after that, and but then you get this movie that is set in 1984, and the way that this movie is, like, just the overall effects of this movie and the way it was set in 1984 during the 80s and all that, it pretty much throws continuity out the window as to how big of a proportion this movie was set in. Like this catastrophic events that happened in this movie are like worldly, and really big. So like the way that the events in this movie played out, it was just pretty much like just throw continuity out the window at this point, because it's not going to matter pretty much in this movie and all that. So that's gone. That continuity is gone, and so it's not like pretty much like straight timeline or anything going on in this movie, and the rest of DCEU. So that's what happened. I would say the opening scene we get pretty much a flashback to Diana's earlier years as a kid. We get like this opening scene that has her go through this like sort of obstacle course of sorts, and I mean, like, honestly, did we need it in the movie? No, not really. We didn't really need it. The opening scene in the movie, it was just a flashback, and it didn't really lead to anything later on in the movie. I mean, like, was it bad scene or anything? It wasn't bad scene or anything. It was just pretty much additional stuff to add to the movie, I guess. I don't know if they're trying to make it longer runtime or something, but honestly, the opening scene wasn't really needed to progress later on into the movie. It's just, I guess it was just put in there just to be put there to add a flashback to the scene or something of her childhood or something like that, but it wasn't really necessarily needed in the movie. But I mean, it wasn't a bad scene or anything like that. It just seemed thrown in, basically. But what else? I mean, pretty much all the actors in the movie, actors and actresses, they did a pretty good job. I gotta say, the cast did a pretty good job with their parts. Gal Gadot brought it as Wonder Woman again. She was so badass in this movie. The action with her and some of the other characters and action scenes and stuff was pretty good. I gotta say, I highly enjoyed the action scenes in this movie. Special effects and CGI was okay, but a little spotty here and there. Not too noticeable, really, unless you like really pay attention to it. But like otherwise, special effects and CGI wasn't too bad and stuff like that. So pretty good on that part. Like I highly enjoy Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. She brings it every time. So it's pretty good to see her as Wonder Woman in the movie, and she did a good job. Chris Pine was a good standout in the movie too. Whenever his character is brought back, basically, it was a nice addition to the movie. I didn't really, I mean, like, I won't say he wasn't needed. Like, he was a good addition to the movie, but I think it was just basically he was brought back for story purposes, really. That's basically it for story purposes for the movie. Was he was basically brought back for, but he was a great addition to the movie. I will say he was a great addition to the movie. Pedro Pascal as Maxwell Lord was a little different than what I expected. Like going in to this movie, I was expecting kind of a little bit more from Kristen Wiig's character, Cheetah. Like I expected a little bit more. The thing with Kristen Wiig's Cheetah is that um, Kristen Wiig played a good part. She played her part well between different stages throughout the movie. There's different stages from beginning to the end. She played her part well, but I will say that the way that they used the character Cheetah, it really did feel like she wasn't needed. Honestly, like if you took Cheetah out of the movie, I felt like she wasn't necessarily needed, except for the third act battle between her and Wonder Woman. That was like probably the main reason why they probably brought her back, honestly. But other than that, I just felt like the character Cheetah was just slightly thrown in. She didn't really make a huge difference in the movie. But I will say that Kristen Wiig did play the part well, and I did enjoy the character. But I just wish that Cheetah was more fleshed out as a character in the movie. She really wasn't too much in the movie. Like, dealing with Cheetah as a comic book character the way she was in comics, she's a big time Wonder Woman villain. So the way that they treated her in this movie didn't feel that way. You know, like, just felt like she was just kind of just there. She didn't make a big impact in the movie until like the very close to the very end, like in the third act battle. It really was the only thing that she made an impact in. And then the battle scene was a little spotty here and there with CGI, but it was also taking place at night, so I think they're trying to cover it up a little bit. But I mean, it wasn't a bad battle. You know, it was pretty good. It had some good action in it. It just wasn't really lengthy or anything like that. So the character Cheetah was not really fleshed out in this movie, and I felt like they could have done a better job fleshing her character out. You know, but pretty much the main villain was Pedro Pascal's Maxwell Lord. He pretty much takes the spotlight for his movie as like the main villain. Like he didn't play a bad part. Honestly, I didn't think his part was too bad. Playing the eccentric kind of billionaire or whatever, eccentric villain, you know, of the movie, and just the overall storyline he had in the movie. Like the storyline between him and then Wonder Woman was really good. Like the story is good, a little spotty here and there, and some scenes and some other stuff like that, a little spotty here and there. But overall, the story was good. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it for the most part. And honestly, like if it was just him in the movie without Cheetah, and then just him going up against Wonder Woman, or you know their storyline, the way their storyline was, honestly, it would have. I'm not gonna say it'll make it better, but like it just seemed like it was their storyline. Like, you know, Cheetah was kind of like just in there just to be in there, and honestly, the focus was on them most of the part. So honestly, if you took Cheetah out, I wouldn't really notice too much of a difference if she was taken out as a character. But like honestly, like I said, I wish they would have fleshed her character out a little bit more. Maybe possibly even just made her the main villain to just give her a chance at being a bigger character in the movie. Really. So they could have done that better, I would say. Overall, like this movie wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. It was good for the most part. I did enjoy watching it for the most part. Will I see it again? Yeah, probably. I might see it again, you know, honestly. It wasn't too bad. The action was good. Everybody played their parts pretty good for the most part. I enjoyed it for the most part, I did. And like I said, it wasn't great. It wasn't bad either. So, you know, down the middle for me, it was pretty good. It was good for the most part. Just here and there, some spotty stuff here and there, you know, overall. But honestly, it wasn't too bad, honestly. But let me know down in the comments below if you've seen the movie yet already, and give me your thoughts on it down in the comments below. Definitely would like to hear from y'all and what y'all thought about the movie. So let me know down in the comments below. But that's going to do it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Remember, if you want to be a part of Team Legendary, all you got to do is subscribe and turn notifications on so you know I post another video. Hope you all have an awesome day. And remember, be legendary.